Hey, how are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for coming in again this week. Can you tell me about this previous week? How have things been going?
It's been okay. Kind of just more of the same. Nothing too crazy.
Okay, so in the previous sessions, we've been talking a lot about your coping mechanisms and like the purpose of life and like how you have been handling everything. Today's session, I want to dig deeper into how you're feeling whenever it comes to your relationship with your family. And I really want to understand how you're feeling as you're coming to terms with your sexuality and who you are becoming as a woman. And I want you to know that everything that we talk about, I'm not judging you at all. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. If you do feel uncomfortable, I just want you to tell me, and that's okay. We'll just work through that together, okay?
Okay.
That sounds good?
Yeah, that sounds
okay. So, like I said, we've been talking a lot about your mom and how you've been kind of coping with that. Let's just really talk about how you're feeling. How have you been feeling these past weeks, and how have things been different, like week by week?
Well, I've talked to you about how I felt like she's just trying to sweep it under the rug, and I think that's still kind of going on. I don't think she knows exactly what we've kind of been talking about in these sessions. Like, I think maybe she knows that I'm uncomfortable with the whole situation, but I don't know if necessarily she knows that I'm bringing this to you and like talking about it and like trying to figure out a way to like sort through all of the emotions that I'm feeling specifically with this issue. But I would say that I feel like I've been able to, I guess, push aside our differences a little bit. Not that our relationship is like, it's not getting better, but I would say it's not getting worse. So I think that that's kind of our current situation with all of that. They're definitely the type of, my parents are definitely the type of people that like are trying to avoid it, and they just don't want to think about it or talk about it. And so like, we talked about how if you don't address it, then it's not going to get better, but at least it's not getting worse. And that's kind of where I'm at right now.
So when you say that your parents' kind of like coping style is just like avoiding it, what would you say your coping style is?
I really don't know. I mean, they've kind of taught me how to like avoid all of the bigger issues, and that's kind of what I've been doing. But I guess I don't think about it if I do anything else. I don't really know.
Okay. I mean, is that something that you're okay with, or is that something that you kind of want to change and like really learn how to, go through things and come out better?
I mean, I would love for things to change. I just feel like at my age, just being so young, I can't really control anything. So, like, I live with them, and I don't really want to upset that balance because I do live with them, and I don't want to ruin everything that we have because, I do have that sense of stability through like my family home. Like, I don't have to worry about having a roof over my head, that sort of thing. And so I guess I'm sort of avoiding it in that way because I just don't feel like I have any power to really change anything right now.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. The more I hear you talk about it, the more I kind of think, and I kind of just want you to understand that if you do deal with things how you want to deal with them, or something just different than what's normal than like how your family would deal with it, wouldn't necessarily mean that you're going to ruin everything. Like, yeah, it might be like a rough patch at that time, but the only way to really go through it and for things to be better is to really just go through it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I just worry that like my parents aren't as forgiving as other parents are. Like, I know they're my parents, but I worry about crossing a line that can never it can't ever go back on. Like, once reaching a point, they'll just be like, okay, well, that's your decision, but we're just not going to support you. And just like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like their religious background really changes their viewpoint on things. And even though I'm their daughter, it's different.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. I understand. Do you think like as time goes on and as you grow older, like do you think things will change?
I hope so. I hope that maybe when I move out, they'll be able to see like the importance of me being an individual and
Mhm.
like maybe they still don't agree with it on like a religious level, but they'll still be able to like put my significance to them above that, and it's kind of my hope. I worry about like causing any issues right now, so.
Okay. Well, now, and like when you think of everything that you're going through and think of all like kind of like the confusion you've been dealing with, how do you cope with that? How do you keep your feelings from going, completely downhill? Like, how are you keeping yourself afloat?
Well, we did talk about like different ways to cope,
Mhm.
maybe a few weeks ago about writing and like focusing on that. And I've been journaling a lot and trying to focus on like my emotions and like how I'm feeling in the moment, as opposed to like just writing about something random or
Mhm.
just like writing physical paper or whatever. And I do think that that's been helping me kind of accept it in a way, even if it's not like a permanent solution.
Okay, and you think that this has definitely been helping you more than like how you felt before you came here?
Yeah, and I do think also just talking with somebody about my issues has also helped. Because like we've talked about, I don't know if this is something that can be resolved, but at least I can like make it okay in my head, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, every time that you come here, my main focus, whenever you're sitting in that chair, is you. How are we going to make you feel more comfortable? And I just want you to know that I am here for you, and like I want what's best for you. Okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Was there anything else that you want to like talk about today?
No, I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, next week whenever you come in, we'll just talk more about everything and how this coming week is going to be for you. Okay?
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.